Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. I have the pickups from the month of April. A lot of things here. My first purchases from Whatnot and that app. Some stuff from Amazon, some stuff from Walmart, some stuff from Disc Replay, and the Kino Lorber spring into summer, spring into something sale. I don't remember what they called it, but yeah, and at least one thing from eBay. So I was going to separate and do a separate video for the Kino stuff, but I am just going to go through everything in this video, and I might end up breaking at the end because I got a few things. As I'm filming this, it's the 22nd, so the month's not quite over. So I might have some stuff. I know I ordered one thing, but I don't think it's going to be here this month. But yeah, before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So I'm going to start off with Whatnot. I can't remember. I know a couple people were talking about it recently in the community, that how great it is and stuff, and I think I did pretty well on these. At first I wasn't sure. One of them I definitely am very excited about. So I think first I won these two. So I got some wrestling figures. These are from, it's got a copyright 99 HHG Corp. I'm pretty sure these are like the original ECW line, or they're original ECW figures anyway. I don't think necessarily the first line, but definitely ECW figures. So excited to have these in the collection. So I think I ended up, it was $30, but I think it ended up being like $35 with the shipping. And I bought these the day of the first WrestleMania. I was in a WrestleMania mood. So I grabbed these. I'm real excited to have the Dudley Boys from ECW in the wrestling collection. I did see there was one on eBay. I could have got these same guys for $30 free shipping, and he does a little arm thing. But I really liked watching the Dudleys when I was watching WWE or F at the time, and yeah, just some iconic figures and wrestlers for the wrestling collection. And then this, I think, was probably the best. It was from the same seller. This first one was $7. I think it ended up being $10 with the shipping. We got Moonlighting, the television soundtrack album on vinyl. So yeah, these are this sale and this were on the Whatnot app. If you're not familiar, it's like an eBay where you have sellers, but it's like live auctions and they're streaming the auctions, and most of them, like these, are like 20-second auctions, so you know if you win or not. You can pre-bid on some things. Some things they still have buy it now. So yeah, it's another avenue for buyers and sellers to get items. So I was real excited to get this. I have not watched this show. I have at least the first 3 seasons, I think. I think there were 5, and those last ones are very expensive or hard to find. They're both. But this has Good Lovin', performed by Bruce Willis on it, as well as, looks like that's the only Bruce Willis one, but there's definitely some other, oh, it's got Sybil Shepherd, who's, I think, her. But yeah, I have the Bruce Willis Return of the Bruno, or whatever his album is, on vinyl too. So I'm a Bruce Willis fan, so I wanted to get that. I haven't watched the show, like I said, but this I thought was a great deal. This was $25. it has it listed as VG Plus, and on this thing he's got a Discogs written of $20 to $150, and I paid $25. So we got Van Halen's 1984 kind of an iconic album, as well as album cover. I think I might have one other Van Halen album in the collection, but this has some of their biggest hits, and I really wanted to get it. And I don't understand, I mean, I understand, I guess, but some albums, they don't write the... Here, I can open it up and tell you probably. Or just do one of these. Yeah, so the first side has Jump, Paint 'Em All on it. Jump and Paint 'Em All. And then the other side has Hot for Teacher, All White on it. So yeah. And it says it's the Winchester pressing. I've collected vinyl for quite a while, but I don't know all those ins and outs of what would make it more valuable or not. I just like listening to music and collecting them, so very happy to have this Van Halen in the collection. Okay, so that is everything from Whatnot, and they also included this pick and sticker from their Whatnot page, which is Scavenger Scout 70, looks like. Okay, so done with Whatnot. So yeah, that same day I bought those. Friend of the show, Cody, and I went to Disc Replay. Oh, we got a takedown. Before WrestleMania, and I got some good stuff at Disc Replay, so I was excited about that. I got my receipt here, and I had to go back and check because they messed up like usual. But first up, for $7.99, very excited to have this in the collection now, with slipcover. We got Nicolas Cage in The Unbearable Weight and Mass of Talent. We watched this one, I believe, in the month before, and really enjoyed it. So really happy to have it in the collection now. And it came with the Target exclusive slip, so it was neat. Earlier in that day, I also went to, it's called Going Postal now, but it's like a Vibe store. And I had gone like the day prior and got a Blu-ray, and saw this one, didn't know if I had it or not, and I did not have it, so I went back and got it for $2.99. We got Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones in Entrapment. Really remember enjoying this one, and it goes for more than that on Amazon and eBay, so I went ahead and grabbed it, and really happy to have it in the collection. Alright, so next up, this is the one they messed up. It rang up as $9.99 and it's marked at $5.99. I would not pay $9.99 for it. So I went back and they changed it. But we got Backdraft, which I have not seen, but I've only heard great things. And I'm a big De Niro fan, and the rest of the cast is really good. So looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, I feel like I don't see very often. I did start it one time and thought it was slow and stopped it. But I need to go back and watch it. Like I said, I like De Niro, and this is a Scorsese picture. I think their first one together. First historic teaming with Robert De Niro. So it's got him and Harvey Keitel in Mean Streets. So got that. Also heard good things about this one. I just haven't checked it out yet. This one was $7.99. This was the one I got free, so that was a good deal. We got Brad Pitt and Bullet Train with the slipcover, so looking forward to watching that one. Next up, just caught my eye with the spine. We got Chug with Zane Lamprey, who friend of the show Cody and I are fans of, and I have the first 2 seasons of Drinking Made Easy. I wasn't familiar with this one, but I saw it. I feel like you never see anything like this. It was $19.99, so that's what I paid for it, but it is autographed by him. I don't know why it would be fake, and it looks like a Z and a L. And then it's also autographed on disc 1. So really looking forward to checking this out. Like I said, I'm a fan of him and his shows. I feel like they're interesting. So this one, it's an international drink and travel show that follows host Zane Lamprey as he explores the world in search of exotic libations, unique local customs, and the most amazing places to grab a drink. So sounds like a lot of fun, a random neat find. So really happy to have that in the collection now. Next up for $5.99, I have a box set, and I had all the individual seasons except for the final. So this was for $5.99. We got How I Met Your Mother, the final season, season 9. So now I'm going to try to sell those individual seasons as a lot for the whole series. But this is one of my favorite shows. Big fan of it. So grab that to get those sold, hopefully. And like I said earlier, this was the first day of WrestleMania, so I wanted to get some wrestling items, and I ended up grabbing this, The Best of Monday Nitro, WCW Volume 2, which I have not seen. I had the first one. I think the third one goes for quite a bit of money, but looked like there were some good matches on it. And yeah, this was $5.99, so happy to get that in the collection. And lastly, a friend of the show, Cody, actually saw this one first. And ended up putting it back. I don't think he might not even got anything, actually, or got one thing. This was $5.99. I like documentaries, and this one sounded pretty intriguing. It's called Sound City. And it's about this studio, I believe, in California somewhere. So looking forward to checking that out. So that's everything from Disc Replay. Let's do next up, kind of spoiler alert. So the item that's not come yet, and I don't know if it will this month, was a documentary box set of In Search of Darkness. The 3 seasons, or 3 episodes, 3 sets of it, that's volumes, I guess, volume 1, 2, and 3 of that documentary series. And it's all about 80s horror. And they also did some other ones, including this In Search of the Last Action Heroes. And this was like $12 on Amazon. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Look forward to watching it. I'm a big fan of this type of action movie, so definitely wanted to check that out. So I grabbed that. And then on eBay, I never thought I'd get this. I think it was $15 total. I need to go back and look at the listing because I wasn't super happy with the condition of the artwork on here. It doesn't seem like it has water damage, but it just kind of seems a little goofy. This is a PBS documentary on Bobby Slick Leonard, who was NBA player or ABA player, NBA player, but he most famously known for being the coach of the Indiana Pacers. And then he was the radio announcer for the Pacers after his coaching career. But he's super important to the Indiana Pacers. They wouldn't be around if it wasn't for him. And his story is really interesting. And I've seen this, and it's very good. So I really wanted to get it in the collection. He sadly passed away a few years ago. But I have there's another one on Roger Brown. It's also really good, who was a Hall of Fame basketball player for the Indiana Pacers. But yeah, I'm a huge Pacer fan, so I definitely wanted to grab this, and this is like the first time I've seen it for a decent price. I think that's about what it was when they were selling it at the field house where the Pacers play. I should have grabbed it then, and I didn't. But yeah, so happy to grab that. I also went to Goodwill this month and picked up one item that I'm real excited about. I also watch Cinefessions, Brandon's channel, and he also is into getting the like movie novelizations. I have a couple of these, but this one I just couldn't pass up for the 99 cents. We got Dennis the Menace, which I was a big fan of this movie growing up. It does have some pictures in it from the movie, but so yeah, I added it to my movie novelization collection, I guess you would say. I do want, if you can see right here, I have some movie books. I might have to show those off on another video once I finish up the Blu-ray collection, but yeah, real excited to find that. I thought it was neat. I also went to Walmart the other day and grabbed this Ecto 1 for $19.99. This is put out by, that Jada or whatever. They do cars and stuff. So, about dropped it. About How to Fumble Rooski. But I already had old Vinkman and Dan Aykroyd's character. So I don't know how they'll look next to the car. I do need to get the other two Ghostbusters. But such an iconic movie car, I wanted to have it in the movie room. So I grabbed that. I actually passed on it a time or two before when I was in Walmart, and I didn't see it. So then when I saw it again, I ended up grabbing it. I also went to Disc Replay with friend of the show, Corey, and also The Exchange. Ended up buying 5 movies, 2 I already had. A friend of the show, Zach, was on the hunt for a couple of these first 2, so I ended up grabbing those for him. The first one for $5. We got Toy Story of Terror, which I haven't seen, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And then Tooth Fairy, which I actually already had and didn't realize it. Or I knew I had it, but I didn't think I had the Blu-ray. Then I come to find out I did have the Blu-ray, but it is sealed, so I'll be selling that. If you're interested, let me know. And I've been wanting to upgrade this because we watched it and thought it was very good. Reese Witherspoon and Wild. So that was $3 too. And then we went to Disc Replay. So this will be for sale. If you're interested, let me know. It was $3.99, so I would part with it for that for sure. Will Smith and 7 Pounds. Good movie. I thought I just had the DVD, but I ended up having the Blu-ray. And then this, I haven't heard amazing things, but for the Disney collection, I went ahead and grabbed it for $7.99. We got Strange World with Slip. And it's, a newer release, so went ahead and grabbed that. And then lastly here is the Kino sale. And like I said, I might come back, I might do my Physical Medium Will Never Die, and if I have some extra stuff at the end, I have some extra stuff at the end. They usually, here we go. I was going to say, they usually have the receipts in here. Nope, they don't have the prices, so that doesn't help me any. I kind of remember, I think. First up was actually not part of this Kino sale. If you see behind me, that shelf and this one are all Kino titles. They're one of my favorite labels to collect for and watch their films. Such a wide variety of titles and genres, and their sales are always awesome. But this one was not part of it. But I really want to get it with the slip, and it was somewhat on sale, but not great. I think this was like $23.99. But this is for the Best Picture Winner collection. We watched the movie a while ago and really enjoyed it. We got In the Heat of the Night with Sidney Poitier. And the really neat thing about this is, so they have the Blu-rays of the sequels. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs and The Organization. You could have bought them separately, but this comes with them. I don't know. It says Plus Special Features Blu-ray, so I don't know if... so they're on the second Blu-ray disc. But yeah, so now I have all 3 of the movies where he plays Mr. Tibbs, and I have it for my Best Picture Winner collection. So looking forward to checking those out. Next up, this is the 4K Blu-ray for $17.99. We got Charles Bronson and Death Wish, which we did watch and really liked, and I just had the DVD. And I have 2 through 4, I think, on a quadruple pack thing. So yeah, I have all the other ones. So I want to get this Kino 4K of it. Really good movie. This is the only one that didn't come with a slip. I think it did initially too, and this was one of their first 4Ks. I have not checked it out. I have watched all of these films, but we got Anthony Hopkins, Julianne Moore, and Hannibal. Remember this one being pretty decent from what I remember. Got a lot of special features on it. But yeah, no slip on that one. It's been out for a while. Next up, friend of the show, Zach, was more after this one than me. We got Chuck Norris and the Octagon. So that's for him. And then we got the original and the Hannibal Lecter. Well, not if you count Manhunter, but the original with the Anthony Hopkins. We got The Silence of the Lambs. So another best picture winner on Kino 4K. And this is such a good movie, so real excited to check it out in 4K, especially with the Kino release. I just had a regular Blu-ray, which I might keep since I do have a Best Picture winner shelf going. Next up, we got some Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, so I think this was $17.99. The Octagon, I'm pretty sure, was $9.99. And this was $17.92. And $17.99 too. Another 4K Blu-ray, which I do have the, which I don't think it should be over there because I don't think I've seen it. Oh, it is over there though. I have a Blu-ray of this. If you're interested, it'll be for sale. So for $17.99, I got Hard Target with Jean-Claude, which I don't remember watching. So I don't know why I put it over there, but yeah, I like Jean-Claude stuff, so I went ahead and grabbed it. And then really wanted to get this one. I did miss out on a few. I feel like they've been doing all the Clint Eastwood stuff, which I'm a big fan of his. This one I remember watching one time or starting and didn't really care for it. I just thought it was slow, but I need to give it another chance, especially since I've been to Alcatraz. We got Clint and Escape from Alcatraz with Slip. So I have Coogan's Bluff, The Beguiled, High Plains Drifter, The Eager Sanction, Joe Kidd, Play Misty for Me, and Two Mules for Sister Sarah, all on Kino with Slips. So wanted to get that one for sure. Next up, this was the first time I don't think it had a Blu-ray. I think it went straight from, maybe it did have a Blu-ray. I don't think so. I think this is the first time it's on Blu-ray or 4K. So this is the 4K Blu-ray of the Italian Job, the original, which I remember liking quite a bit. It's been a while. I'm a big fan of the newer version. I think it's kind of underrated. I'm a fan of it. So, but I really want to get this one too. So went ahead and grabbed it. And then lastly, we got the Chuck Norris Missing in Action trilogy, which I haven't seen any of these, but looked like quite a bit of fun. And I think it was $30. But nice box set there. So some great stuff from Kino that I look forward to diving into. So that is everything from April, unless I get a few more things here later this month, which I might have at the end of this video. So this is Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man.